All right, guys. Hey, if it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another stream, and today has been a great day for the market. I was actually watching my stream on the left, reading some questions, and I didn't realize the timer actually went out. So a couple things. So yeah, what's the purpose of the countdown? Well, the purpose of the countdown is get a few more people in here, so I don't start the stream out with 2 people and then have to repeat myself to a bunch of different people, a bunch of different times. So that's the point of the 3-minute countdown. I was also wanted to get some questions out there so I could read some different questions before the actual stream started. But let's take a look at the prices right now. So we're seeing Chainlink obviously doing big things with the 2.0 announcement. It's massive. Obviously, a lot of people talking about it right now. 100% of Link holders are in profit, obviously, because we are at an all-time high. Right now, that's not the case, but we're pretty close to that all-time high. So we'll continue on this streak, I definitely believe. If you take a look here, this guy points out pretty well, we're seeing a lot of potential in Link. There's going to be a lot I can't stress this enough, a lot of potential in Link. I could see us getting to $80 to $120 by the end of May as a very big possibility if we continue on a massive increase streak. There's just so much opportunity here for Chainlink. Obviously, this kind of increase and this kind of announcement at the exact same time is going to continue pushing us. This guy says, all Link Marines get in, $50 waiting room, and it really is going to be a big win for all Link holders, and I really do believe that. I bought some at $20, $25, $30, $35, and I bought some at $40, and I was not upset about the $40 purchase. I think Chainlink's going to continue to be a great purchase. So if you're looking to get into Chainlink, I think it is going to go much higher. Obviously, we were at this price point pretty much before the announcement, so I think we are going to go, like I said, much higher. 43.36 right now. Not a bad price to get in. I still believe we are going, like I said, to get much higher. So let's take a look at some of the comments and let's get some questions going. Today's a great day in the market. If we take a look at the actual market itself, we're seeing pretty much all green all around. We do see a 24-hour decrease of about 1.61%, but for the most part, you're seeing Ethereum reach its all-time high. You're seeing Cardano reach about $1.50 still. XRP still doing very well. Uniswap's doing very well. Chainlink obviously doing very well. Theta is actually increasing a little bit as well. Vechain, you guys all know about Vechain doing great things. Tron, TRX also doing great. Just a lot of coins doing very big. Obviously, BSV or Bitcoin SV doing good. Aave, Cosmos, really, the market is killing it again today. And you got to expect a lot of these kind of markets, or a lot of these increases really happening. With today's market, we are getting a lot of new crypto investors jumping in every single day. So a lot of these days are coming in the near future. So we will have a lot more streams. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Let's take a look at some of those questions and comments. So we have a couple, buy ETH before 3,000. Yeah, I think ETH is well on its way to 3,000 plus. Obviously, I have a large bag of ETH. I think it's going to be one of those coins that sticks around for, pretty much ever, and I think it's going to be a big deal. I think ETH, Cardano, and Chainlink, and Polkadot are 4 very good altcoins if you're looking for, a coin that is going to really just increase over time. Binance BNB as well. I've talked about that one before. Can you talk about Polkadot? Polkadot's a great coin. It's one that I don't talk a lot about on this channel just because I talk so much about Cardano, Chainlink, and Ethereum and Binance BNB. There's so many good coins, but Polkadot is definitely a very solid coin. If we take a look at the last month alone, we see about a 20% increase. We had a dip about to 28.42, I believe it said, March 24th, about 6 p.m. So we did have an increase after that, and ever since then we've had a very solid increase, and going into a somewhat stable spot here. But like I said, pretty much increasing all across the market right now. So I don't think any coin is really a bad purchase in the top 20. If we take a look at every single coin on Coinbase's front page, you're seeing a coin, that has value, has long-term potential. Every single one of these, besides maybe Dogecoin. Dogecoin even in itself has a unique way of having value in the future. So every single one of these coins has a large value, and associated with that, it comes a very high potential of profit. I think, what Filecoin did, if we go take a look at Filecoin, I think this is a path that Chainlink could take here in the future. If we take a look at the last month of Filecoin, we're at 171.10 right now, but we went all the way up to a $237.73. So if we actually take a look, from March 25th pretty much actually if we start March 23rd, and this is what Chainlink could do. If you see this, March 23rd, 8 a.m., we saw about a 74.15. We saw increases pretty much substantially up into that 137 range. We saw it stabilize off a little bit and then go to another increase all the way up to that 237.73. So a massive, massive increase, obviously almost $200 of an increase. And Chainlink could do this exact same thing. And I do think once we get to a very high spot, maybe about $100, $120, 80 even, it could be even $80. It could be, there is going to be an increase. However, when we get to the top of this current increase or this current incline, I think we will have a correction, obviously, a very sharp correction that will take us maybe down to $70, $80. If we're at 100 and 120, I think we'll go down, like I said, $70, $80. I do think there will be a correction. Obviously, anytime you increase like this, there will be a correction, but I think there will be a massive increase first that will allow us to get in good profits, take your money out and then reinvest at the very dip. So I think Chainlink is one to continue to watch, and I think Filecoin kind of did a great way of kind of explaining what could happen to Chainlink or even Cardano at this rate. Cardano is doing great things. We, like I said, saw it right around that $1.50 range. So it's just looking really good. There's a lot of low cap gems as well doing good today. If you guys know, if you guys have a bunch of low cap gems, I'm sure you guys know that there is some decent low cap gems today as well. Let's take a look at some of these comments, see if we can answer some questions. If you guys would all leave a like on the video or stream, I really would appreciate it as we try to talk about everybody's coins. It will be hard to get to everybody, but we will definitely make an effort to. So yeah, you did say buy ETH before 3,000. I think that's a great idea. ETH is continuing to increase day in and day out. I think it'll continue to increase. We do see VRA. Yeah, VRA, I think this VRA is doing fairly well. I have a small bag of VRA, and I was monitoring that a little bit today. As we take a look at Veracity, it was up 20, so in the last 24 hours, it's up 9.23%, which is, a fairly good increase. We're continuing to see that increase with Veracity. We did see it go all the way, I believe, to 5 cents. Yeah, 5.41 cents. That's a very massive increase from what was, a 2-cent coin just in, March 28th or so. So we're continuing to see these increases on a lot of these altcoins as well. In the month alone, we see about a 270% increase, which is massive. I think we will continue to see increases in Veracity. Unfortunately, B Pro is one we talk about a lot. Veracity is outperforming B Pro in every way possible right now. I do think B Pro will break out. It will just be a matter of time. Unfortunately, you're going to have to be very patient, and your funds are going to be kind of locked up while invested in B Pro because we don't know exactly when it will increase, but obviously that will come with time and announcements that are coming. Just like Chainlink, I think Chainlink's going to be massive, and I think this price is so undervalued. I can't believe people are selling at this $43 amount. Obviously, it happens every time there's a big announcement, but people are selling, and it's a shame because Chainlink's going to go to $60, $80 in my opinion, and we'll continue to monitor that situation. I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. But we do have Trap House. Yeah, Tronix. Let's take a look at Tronix. So Tron looks actually like it's a pretty good, it's a pretty good investment as it's slowly coming here. I guess I just type in Tron. I'm assuming you're just talking about Tron, but if we take a look at TRX Tron, we do see it at 11.5 market cap, a $7.1 billion volume in the last 24 hours, which is a massive amount of volume. Obviously, a 20% increase, which is massive. We've been talking about Tron a lot recently, and it's because we see a lot of potential behind it, and there's a large increase. I mean, we're seeing a 16 cents right now. In the last week alone, about a 45% increase. We saw it go from about 12, even at a dip spot, we saw it about 11 cents, going all the way to the 16 cents. We're continuing to see increases on Tron. I think it's going to be a great coin to hold long term. I think it'll continue to increase. Like I said, pretty much every coin right now is looking very, very bullish. If we take a look at the top 20, I mean, the top 20 of coins are looking bullish. I wouldn't say some of these coins, obviously, when you get to, I would say like 5 pages in, I'm assuming there is a lot more red to be had. I actually haven't even taken a look at some of these, but it looks like for the most part, you're seeing green across the board. Even when you get, deep into it and you see things like Ankr and Ren, and I mean, just all across the board, it looks green to me. Been a fan when you started. Keep up the good work. Check out DSLA. Might interest you. Big partnerships. Okay, Madhu, thank you for the donation. I will take a look into DSLA. Thank you for the donation. Let's take a look at DSLA. So I haven't heard of DSLA protocol, so we will be taking a look. But like I said, when I do these low cap gems, I probably won't give you any price predictions. I'll just be kind of looking into it and giving you my thoughts on the actual coin itself. So going into the 90-day, we do see a very large increase. Obviously, a lot of movement recently. We did see a dip that was pretty rough down to that 0.014. and then we dipped we kind of went right back up about close to that 2 cent mark. So it is on Uniswap and KuCoin. I love when things are on KuCoin and specifically not Uniswap, or only Uniswap, I should say, because Uniswap, obviously, we all know about those fees. It's not something we all like to hear about. So APR guaranteed, browse agreements. That's fine. APR, okay, so offset bad staking yields, incentivize good staking providers. DSLA contracts let you earn cryptocurrency based on the staking analytics of your favorite blockchain networks, so you can browse agreements. So we have Chainnode and POPs. Okay, so I'm assuming they're going to have a lot more agreements coming out as well. But this does look like it has some potential. Hopefully it makes staking a lot easier. Is that... Let's see if we can get the about on DSLA. So DSLA protocol is a risk management framework that enables infrastructure operators and developers to reduce their users' exposure to service delays, interruptions, and financial losses using self-executing service level agreements, bonus malus, insurance policies, crowdfunded liquidity pools. So I like the idea of this. Based on the website, it looks like it's fairly new. There isn't too much to it unless it's that easy and you connect to your MetaMask wallet, and it's really that simple. I haven't done that myself. I'm not going to do it on the stream, but it does look like it's a very high potential coin if they actually make these things easy to SLA futures. It talks about, obviously futures are, much higher risk, but I would look more into this one for you, Madhu. If you want me to take a farther look, I will. The price itself looks like it's at a fairly good price point. We had a recent dip. If you could find another dip like that down to about closer to that penny, you would be getting a very good price on a buy-in. But it does look like it has potential. Hopefully they continue to make things easier, like looks like DSLA is trying to do. And if it is simple to use like that, easy to use, I do see an increase coming for DSLA. Let's jump over back to, I believe we had some questions about, what was it? I was going to read a few more. Pundi X. So Pundi X is one of those that is doing something really weird right now. There's no real information going out about, what's going on with Pundi X. It's one that I have a bag in. A couple people have asked me about. Unfortunately, there's not much information I can give you. We are at about $4.20. It's not a great look right now. It came from, pretty much $10 all the way dipping down, $9.60 Wednesday, March 31st, and now we're sitting at $4.30, $4.20. So it's a rough dip, and Pundi X definitely one of those coins that it looks very good. It looks like it's a coin that will last long term. If you guys have been to the website before and learned what Pundi X is, it's a used digital currency anytime, anywhere. More and more businesses across the world are using Pundi X solution to harness the power of blockchain technology. They're basically trying to gather and solidify partnerships with governments, payment companies, and retailers. And together they say that we will achieve fast growth. Well, unfortunately, we are not achieving fast growth on the coin value itself, but it is a coin that I think is going to have a long-term potential. Unfortunately, it's just not looking too good or too hot right now. It's definitely a coin that I do like, and I do have a bag myself. And I've lost a decent amount on Pundi X, actually. This is one of my worst coins of 2021 so far. I do think that will change, though, going into later on. So I have doubled down on the about 380 that we saw earlier yesterday. So I've made money on that at least, but Pundi X is one. Hopefully that will continue to rise. We'll see if that continues to be my worst coin of 2021. Maybe we'll make a video on that. Worst coin of 2021, and it'll be my Pundi X investment. But hopefully not. Hopefully we continue to see Pundi X rise. I think it does have potential behind it. I like the team themselves as well. But we'll continue to watch and see what Pundi X does. We go into the next one. Mr. Shy Follower, thank you for the $5 donation. I really do appreciate it. Hi, mate. Really like your channel and never miss any videos. Please have a look and let me know your thoughts on Multivac, MTV. So I actually look at Multivac probably every stream. I get somebody that asks about Multivac. I don't know if it's the same couple people or what, but it's definitely a coin I like. We've looked at it a couple times. I think there's potential behind the coin. I will click the medium. Let's go back and go to the actual website, talk about what it actually is. So Multivac right now, we're seeing pretty much green across the board, 1 hour, 24 hour, 7 day, 14 day, 30 day, and 1 year. We're seeing, like I said, green across the board. We're seeing it about a 1.0152 price right now. In the last 24 hours, a 16.4% increase. So hopefully the guy in the last stream was able to lock in at a good entry point there if you bought in. Because Multivac is, pioneering flexible blockchain platform based on trusted sharding. So like I said, it's a very cool concept, all dimensional sharding, blockchain, Chalemia, flexibility. I'm not sure if I'm saying that. High TPS and infinite expansion. Basically, the idea behind this is, the ecosystem in a whole, the partners that they have, including Ankr, they have some good partners already. It's looking really good. The technology behind it is good. I haven't looked into the team themselves much or the vision of the team, but for the most part, it looks like a very good coin. And I do think, let's take a look at the price chart, give you guys a little bit more in depth jump into or dive into the price analysis. So it does look like we've had some massive increases here. So you're getting at a decent price because it does look like we're stabilizing out. If we take a look at the 7-day, we do have a multiple days at this price range at the very least. So that's looking good. If you could wait another day and see if it would decrease, I do think, after seeing this much green, there is a decrease coming. Usually there is, obviously dips after increases like this, but you're actually at a good price point right now. If you're looking to invest and you think it has a long-term vision, definitely not a bad idea to invest. Do remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'll never give financial advice. So always do your own research on the coin and see if it's something you want to invest in. But yes, it looks pretty good to me. I think this is definitely something you could invest in and feel pretty good about. I think it's a long-term investment possibility there. Let's jump into the prices and try to get some more questions answered as we have some people jumping in. Thank you guys so much for jumping into the stream. I know it was late notice. We probably won't get too many viewers, but I really do appreciate everybody hopping in. It will probably be a quick stream today, as well as I am still losing my voice. If you guys didn't know in the videos, I am losing my voice a little bit. I think I get a little bit of sickness going on. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Hopefully not the COVID, but let's read some of these questions. So BTT, LFG, XPR, Proton, please look at Celer Network, ZIL. So I just talked about ZIL in a recent video, Joe, so I won't probably jump into ZIL, but we do have Celer Network, a couple people asking about. I want to take a look at BTT because that's one that we have a lot of questions about on this channel, and then hopefully I'll take a look at Celer Network in a second. So BTT is one of those coins that, like I said, it's doing a lot of movement right now. In the last 24 hours alone, we see about a 15.22% increase, which is just massive. Obviously, any kind of increase is good, but we're seeing a very good increase as it jumps to 0.0086. If we take a look at the last month alone, we do see about a 402% increase, obviously making its way all the way to the top at that 0.0143, then having a dip or a correction. Obviously, now stabilization, but in the last week alone, we can see that we did have this ray of light, basically. So if we look at the last 24 hours, actually, it'll be easiest to see. We went from about that 0.0075 mark all the way to about a 0.0083, and then another stabilization into another increase to a 0.0086. So we're slowly starting to make our way back up. We're starting to see more increases with stabilizations that lead to more increases instead of the opposite way around. We have seen, obviously, after that mass increase, we've had problems with BTT and the price itself, but we're starting to see it move. And obviously with BTFS, when that comes out, as well as the DLive integrations, I think we're going to see very, very big things for BitTorrent. We're going to continue to see increases for the most part. And I think BitTorrent is going to continue to be a good or decent buy at the very least. Make sure to leave a like on the video, guys, as I try to answer your guys' questions. I really would appreciate some likes. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so you get notified every time I make a new video. Could you please do SYS? I'll take a look at SYS if I get to it here in just a second. I'm going to take a look at Celer Network for unknown play since he didn't spam it. Thank you for just saying it twice, unknown. Unknown. And let's take a look at Celer Network. So Celer Network's one we've taken a look at on this channel once or twice. Not too often do we take a look at Celer. So because of that, let's take a look. So it looks like market cap at about 407.4 million. The volume in the last 24 hours being that 207.6 million. The circulating supply being that 5.5 billion Celer. So Celer is up about 7.57%. So pretty much every coin we've taken a look at today has been on the increase. So that is definitely a positive as we continue to see the market doing very, very well. If we take a look at the last week, you do see about a 19% increase. And if we take a look at the last month, about a 33.56% increase. So Celer is doing very, very well statistically. If we take a look, though, we do go from about this 0.1027 to about a 0.0740. So we have a while to go to make our new all-time high again. 10.27 cents is actually our current all-time high. And as we dip back down and dip a little lower, we are seeing some movement again, and I think that's going to be good. That's the main point here, is that we're starting to see some movement up, and I think that's really what we need, because obviously we came off of a decently high rise of about 0.0853 and then jumping back to that 0.0740. Hopefully we continue on the streak up, and we do have some questions about Dent as well, so we could take a look at Dent. I want to take a quicker look at what was the other one we were going to take a look at? I think it was Engine. As 4-star strength, you're always a great supporter. Let's take a look at Mana or Engine. It doesn't matter to me which one we take a look at. Let's take a look at, I think Mana. Is Mana doing well right now? I'm not sure actually where Mana's at. So let's take a look at Decentraland to just see where that one's at, because I do know Engine is kind of decreasing. We all knew that Engine was going to decrease because obviously it's coming off of that Coinbase effect of being listed. Decentraland, however, looks very, very good. Hey, Mathis, how are you doing today? Thanks for stopping by to the stream. Decentraland's looking very, very good. So we see it about $1.17 right now, 12.81% increase in the last 24 hours. We do see in the last week about a 24.69% increase. In the last month, about a 13.69% increase. So we're seeing good things. Obviously, the market cap at about $1.8 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours being that 237.4 million, and the circulating supply being 1.6 billion mana. So we're seeing a lot of potential behind, like I said, Decentraland. We continue to see it grow, which is great. $1.17 right now with a 13% increase. We have that all-time high previously being around that $1.20 range. So if we can get past a new all-time high, I could see, Decentraland continue to increase over time. I think this is a great buy for a lot of people, and people keep seeing it as a good opportunity to purchase at a reasonable price. If we take a look now at the prices again themselves, let's take a quick look. We have Band Protocol doing very, very well. Obviously, I think Chain doing well. Band Protocol will also do well. They kind of work hand in hand because they both kind of interact around the Data Oracle platform. Anytime one Oracle project does well, usually there's a few that follow, and it seems like that is the case with Chainlink and Band Protocol right now. If we take a look at Chainlink again, we are still sitting at that $43 range. We do still have a lot of people trying to take profits. Unfortunately, I'm not sure why you would take profits right now, but I do think this one's going to at least make its way to $50, $60 by the end of this week. I think there's possibility for even much more. We do see, kind of a similar style of Filecoin here. With what Filecoin did, there was no announcements behind it really. There was just more of a straight up increase. So we'll continue to see what happens there. If you got in at 0.7 4-star strength, now is not a bad time to sell if you're looking to, jump into another coin. Decentraland is one of those coins that looks really good. And it's gotten up to that, all-time high quite a bit. But if you're looking to, maybe sell and jump into another coin, it's not a bad idea. I would try to find another coin that you're looking to jump into first. Find one that has a low entry point or a low dip point where you can jump in at a decent price. Because you are sitting at $1.17, so you are looking at fairly good profit if you jump out right now. It's definitely something you may want to do or consider. You do see that the market cap is at that 1.8 billion, so you do have a lot of room for growth still on Decentraland. So it's really up to your risk, your risk tolerance there, what you want to accomplish. I think you could continue with Decentraland for some time now, but if you want, you could jump into something like Cardano, Chainlink, or something more safe while you look for another coin as well. Something that's most likely going to increase while you're looking around. I think, like I said, Chainlink's going to go to $50, $60 by the end of the week, hopefully. So we'll see a lot of increases there. But if you just have a smaller bag and you want to invest in something a little riskier, there's a lot more risky coins out there that you could definitely take a look at. Theta is definitely going to be increasing within the next couple months for sure. 1236 is a very good price point. It's going to be one of those that a lot of people are jumping in on at the last second. So you'll see Theta increase probably a month or so before the actual mainnet 3 release. We're going to see Theta, like I said, get a lot more attention and traction. Do you have some good day trade calls? Could you do XLM, please? So I talk about XLM quite a bit. And by the way, guys, this is going to be a very, very short stream just because my, like I said, I am fairly sick. So you guys probably hear my voice kind of struggling a little bit. Just because of that, I know it could probably be a little bit annoying to listen to. So I will probably do a very short stream today. But, for the most part, there's a lot of good day trades right now because everything is increasing. But yeah, you want to take a look at XLM. Let's take a look at that. And I probably should... let's see here. Yeah, let's take a look at XLM. So we do see about a 2% increase, about 0.63%, or not 0.63%, 0.63 cents right now. A 2% increase. A week increase, we see about a $28 price point on XLM in the last week. Obviously very good. We see the market cap around that 14.4 billion, the volume in the last 24 hours being that 2 billion, and the circulating supply being that 22.9 billion XLM. So Stellar, like I said, it's a very good very, very, very good time to invest. I think I've mentioned this in my video. We had increases all the way from this 34 cents March 24th, I believe, and now we see it, at this all-time high of about 69 cents April 14th. So massive increases. We see another stabilization. This could easily lead to more increases as we've kind of seen a more of a pattern of increasing, going into a slow stabilization right here, and then obviously doing the same thing over and over again with the small dips in between. So it's looking like a good price point to actually enter as well as sell. You're looking at either as a possibility here because like I said, there's so many other potential possibilities out there that if you're looking to make faster money, it's out there, it's available. However, it's riskier to jump into. So you're looking at a good idea or price point on XLM right now. Why would I buy a non-decentralized coin? There's reasons for it. I would personally say that decentralization is the only thing people are looking for, but decentralization obviously is a big deal. A lot of people love decentralization. Obviously, I like decentralization. It's definitely an attractive part of coins. KCS KuCoin's coin will start to move like BNB's explosion move. So, BNB is an explosion move. It definitely had an explosion. But, the one thing you have to think about with KCS is BNB was moving because it had, such big utility behind it. You used it for everything. Pancake Swap was, such low fees. So a lot of people are using the coin for those type of deals. I think KuCoin is going to be a little bit different. It's an exchange kind of like Crow. Crow hasn't moved much. KuCoin, I don't, in my opinion, believe it's going to move as much as Binance BNB for sure. But, I think it's going to be a little bit more moving than, Crow specifically. If we take a look at KuCoin, we did see it move quite a bit, but I don't see KuCoin as a great investment, unfortunately. I love KuCoin's website itself, but, in the last 24 hours, we did see a decrease. In the last week, we did see that 52% increase, but you got to remember, everything pretty much increased within the last couple weeks for sure. But this is a very good increase. I do think KuCoin does have long-term potential. However, like I said, I don't think it's going to be quite BNB's level of consistency and increases. Let's take a look at some more here. So could you do Sys, please? Let's take a look at Sys. So am I a day trader? No, I'm not really a day trader. I pretty much hold long term. I will take profits. Obviously, you always want to take profits and invest in kind of a diverse portfolio. So I mean, in a way, I am, I guess, a day trader. But for the most part, no, I'm not a day trader. Syscoin. So just Syscoin, I will just look at the price chart on these. I'm not going to go deep diving into the actual information itself, but Syscoin's looking fairly good on the price chart itself. We're seeing a 1 month pretty much just increase altogether, 73.99% increase in the last month alone. If we take a look at the last week, we do see a close to a 19% increase. So you're looking at a fairly good, looking price chart. I wouldn't invest per se at this point. If we take a look at the all-time, it does look like it went all the way to 98 cents January 13th, which is pretty interesting itself. But for the most part, I wouldn't invest right now. We are at a fairly high spot for it. And I do think there is going to be a small decrease coming at the very least. I understand you're looking probably at this last week alone and you're seeing a small decrease. And you're thinking, maybe that's a good correction time to buy in. For the most part, I do think this is going to be a spot where you may not want to buy in because I think there is a correction coming. If there's a small correction, then buying in at 30 cents, you could go in. But like I always tell you guys, it doesn't really matter where you go in as long as you think there's a long-term potential behind the coin and there's a vision behind it. And if there's a vision, you're going to make money long-term anyway. So it doesn't really matter where you invest. We have some things about XLM. I'm not going to talk about XLM because we just did that, Brandon, unfortunately. If you want, you can actually go back and watch me talk about XLM. We get a lot of requests about XLM, so I will continue to make videos on it as well. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. Thoughts on Ankr? Let's take a look at Ankr. I am still losing my voice, so I think this will probably be my last coin, actually. I don't want to completely lose it, so I can't make any videos for you guys, so I'm talking a little bit too much. But let's take a look at Ankr. 16 cents right now, about 5% increase in the last 24 hours. If we take a look at the last week alone, about a 16.55% increase. Looking fairly good. I think Ankr will continue to sit around this just around this range, unfortunately. It's kind of like Chili's. Chili's did the similar ordeal. We saw it kind of decrease after a very big spike, and then it did nothing really until the most recent Chili's announcement. If you guys don't know about the Chili's announcement, they got another partnership. I tweeted that on my Twitter account. So if you guys aren't following me there, you definitely want to follow me there because I will be trying to retweet information as quickly as it comes out. So I retweeted the Chili's partnership today. I retweeted the Chainlink 2.0 announcement. So if you get there fast enough, obviously you can make some profit by jumping on those things early. Taking a look at Chili's, though, we do see, the similar, like I said, similar things as we did on Ankr. Pretty much just movement after this, massive increase. We saw to 71.44 cents. We saw this decrease and stabilization, pretty much not doing much of anything until this most recent upburst here of 56 cents. And that's strictly because of this announcement that Chili's just had another partnership, which is obviously a very big thing for Chili's. Can you take a look at Luna, please? Yeah, Mana is going up. It definitely is, Ricardo. I love to see Mana going up. It's one of those coins that I kind of started my channel talking about on, and I think it's going to be a coin continuing to go up. Have you gone through ADA yet? I have not gone through ADA yet, but I don't know if I'm going to get to it, unfortunately. I want to get to everyone. I want to get everyone happy, but, I can't get to every single coin, unfortunately. I've seen Algo mentioned a lot as well, and you aren't spamming it, so I do want to get to Algo as well. I do appreciate the no spam, asking for certain coins. So Luna looking at 1641, 5% increase in the last 24 hours. We do see about a week span of about 6%. If we take a look at the last month, we see about a 3.36% increase. Take a look at the last year, we do see a nice increase going into a small decrease and dip. So Luna was overpriced here. Obviously, we saw a massive increase up to about 22.33, which was a little overpriced. So we're seeing that dip now, correction a little bit. It's looking still good. I think going forward, we're going to continue to see Terra or Luna do very well. But for the most part, right now, we're seeing more of an entry point. I think you should be able to buy below $16 here in a little bit. I think, Luna will continue on the downward trend for a little bit longer. If it doesn't go below $16, that's fine. You could always buy a little bit lower. Remember, it's like what I said before. If it doesn't really matter where you buy, as long as you think the vision is large enough that it'll get higher than the price you are buying at, that's specifically what you're going to be asking for, because you're going to be looking for profits. You're not really looking for short-term gains. Most likely, most of you guys are long-term holders. So if you're looking for long-term profits, your best chance and best way to do so is, like I said, buying those coins that you really think have a long-term vision, not really trying to just buy coins that have good dips. So yeah, like I said, let's take a look at as I'm looking through these comments. Algo, I think, is the one that I appreciate. So let's go to Algo. Thank you guys for all hopping into the stream today. I really do appreciate it. On a short stream like this, it's fun when we get just a few of you guys in here and we can actually take a look at some of your guys' questions and comments. So thank you guys for all tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button. It really does help the algorithm, they say. So if you guys could do so, I would appreciate it. As we go to the Algorand price, we see about $1.53, about a 6.85% increase, a 17% increase in the last week, and a 36.65% increase in the last month. So it's looking good right now. I think Algorand will continue on this uptrend. We do see about a $4.2 billion market cap, $357.9 million volume in the last 24 hours, and we do see that $2.8 billion algo. So I think we will continue to see an uptrend on algo. A lot of people are using it for those short-term passive income gains. So there's a lot of potential behind that. I think we will continue to see some growth on Algorand. Obviously, it's good stabilization right now. We do see a massive uptick to about that $1.86. So we'll continue to watch Algorand. I think, like I said, we will continue to uptick up, and we'll get to that new all-time high here in the next couple months on Algorand, is my opinion. Do remember, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'll never give you guys financial advice, so always do your own research. We did already talk about VRA. Unfortunately, I watched all your Cardano. Oh, okay, you're talking to him. Okay, yeah, but yeah, Algorand is a great coin. I think it's got a lot of potential behind it, and like I said, passive income is very, very good as well. Yeah, 160 people. We have 46 likes. So obviously we're hurting on the like button. But actually, that's going to be the end of today's stream, just because like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest today. I'm just trying to make a quick video because the markets were killing it, right? So it's hard to have this good of a market and not make a stream about it or a video about it. So I wanted to do a quick stream, just give you guys a quick update on what I was thinking. I think Chainlink is going to continue to boom. So a lot of you guys were asking, is it too late to buy Chainlink? No, we're at 44.12, and I still think it's not too late. I think we're going to continue to increase. A lot of you guys in the Discord were talking about it. If you guys aren't in the Discord as well, you can join the description in the video. There's going to be a Discord link, and you can join that and talk with like-minded people about crypto. And Chainlink specifically is making a run for it, as we see it, 44.12, almost to its new all-time high yet again. Just big deal. Thank you guys so much for tuning in though today, guys. I really do appreciate everyone coming by for that quick stream. Thank you guys so much for all the awesome support. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, we will have some more videos coming out later today, so if you guys want to continue to watch some more content today, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. I will see everyone in the next one. Thank you guys all for tuning in for today's short stream.